Oh, okay, we're about to start.
I'm
Yeah,
eating.
so we're
Sure.
starting up now. So the stream has started. Welcome all
All
who's
right.
already watching. I don't know if anyone's watching right now, but
I mean, that'd be pretty quick.
it would be.
That would be.
Hey, dude, you know I don't question it. People.
I mean, I could be watching right now. Let me just hold on. Let me get my phone.
All right. Well,
For real.
hey, have you got that intro done yet?
No, I
Parkinson?
haven't done anything with the video stuff. I've been meaning to. I got a program now. Don't worry, I've got a program. So.
Okay. Did you get Blender?
We need
That's
an
like-
introduction,
I didn't
like
get
a
Blender.
cool
I got a different
introduction.
one. I didn't like Blender. Like Blender would be good for like an intro, but yeah.
It doesn't say it's online yet on my app.
What'd you send?
There's always a little delay.
Oh, there it goes. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, who took a picture of that? Oh, dude,
Whoa.
What was that?
Oh, sorry, that was my bad. The
He
stream
was-
came. The stream's
That
on.
was-
Oh, was that you?
That was me on my phone. I just turned it down.
Oh, okay. It could have been me though, cause
It was probably me, though.
All right. Well, let us
Is this
begin.
not plugged in?
Yeah.
Sure.
All right. Who wants to? Does anyone remember quite what happened? Would like to give us a recap?
Nope.
You mean just last week or in general?
Just like, well, in general too.
Oh. I was like, we killed a troll last week.
That you did. All right. I'll give us a
That's
quick
about it.
recap. All right. Here's the recap, everyone. So they started off in prison. They broke out with some crazy ingenuity. Almost died a couple times. And then on their way, they were trying to head to Cursed, a close city to the prison. And on their way there, they heard some melodious sounds coming from a cave. They went and investigated. Found a satyr chained up with a sleep troll. And then they ended up waking up the troll, fighting the troll, killing the troll, and getting all its treasure. And now they've just reached the southern province of Cursed. And when they reached there, there was a little bit of a rapture going on in the city. There looked like there was someone amping up, giving kind of a speech and, talking to the town's people in the town center. And that is where we find our adventurers.
Don't mind me.
So that's what you guys see. As you guys see, it's not like a huge city. Like, it's actually pretty. It'd be like still a town. I consider it, not like a village, but like more on a town kind of scale, but still a smaller. That's just a province, but there's a good number of people, and you can see that there's a good number of people gathered in the town center, and someone's standing up on the well, and he's giving a speech, talking to the people.
Okay. Can I look closer to see what kind of a person it is and maybe try to hear what he's saying?
Yeah, of course.
Evil
Make
person.
a perception check.
Okay.
100%.
15.
15. All right. So you get a little closer, and you kind of, you're kind of a little bit mingled with the crowd now, and you can hear the person talking. And before I tell you what he says, some other things you notice is in the center of town, there's also like a notice board. And as you take just a quick glance on it, you can see there's some wanted posters on there, some other news and such, on that board. But you can't quite make out news. You can't quite make out the persons on the wanted posters. And the person he's saying he's talking he's like, we must throw down our puppet leader and be our own rulers. And you hear,
Yeah.
amping.
I'm getting into this guy. Yeah.
Okay.
And he's like, who's with me?
So he's a revolutionary.
Are people screaming? Yeah, they're with him.
Yeah, like
I'll join.
a good. Yeah, so you all.
I just want to blend in with the crowd a bit. Huzzah!
So we're already in the city then, right? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, great. So I'm just gonna kind of keep myself hidden, like put my if I have like a hood over my head or just kind of like disguised.
Who
Okay.
the heck is Lenubi?
Well, welcome to the stream, whoever you are. and so you guys are crowded in, and he's like today we will be imbued with the power to overthrow our puppet leader. And as you guys are getting closer and mingling with the crowd, you also see kind of behind this puppet, this revolutionary, as you called him, is sitting on the well as a man. He's kind of cloaked and got like a garb over his face and just kind of twiddling a dagger. He looks like he'd be like kind of like a bodyguard of some sort as well.
Like a boss.
Okay, I want to go to the board and see the wanted things to kind of like inspect the whole board if I can.
Okay, so as you go up to the board, it's you don't need to make a perception check. It's pretty easy to read a board, and you can see
well,
that there's
you
just...
would be.
So you go up to the wanted posters, and there's several, some petty theft, but there's three main ones that stick out. The three that you see, yes, there's three.
1, 2, 3.
And one of the characters has an elvish look to him. And one of them, they're all three male though. And one of them has he looks like he would be from like a roguish look. And then there's one that particularly sticks out to you. From what you guys know, he just, the description says he's a large figure standing about 8'10" with tattoos going down his face. No beard, bald head. Oh, we lost Lilith.
No, we lost her.
That's okay.
Are you back? Hello?
Lilith, speak.
Lilith.
Speak and be heard.
I don't think she can hear us. Hello? Yeah, she just
We lost her. Oh,
Oh.
man.
lost her. Gosh
Oh,
dang
well.
it.
Man, that messed up the whole stream too.
That's okay.
Okay, I'm back.
Oh, she's back.
Dang.
Okay. So what'd you last hear?
The huge person.
Yep.
Whatever.
So the last thing you said.
Yep. Yeah, pretty much. So
Perfect.
So from your ranger history, you know that this is a Goliath. And
Okay.
as you look closer, you can see there's a 1,500 gold piece reward for each one of these, and it gives her a little warning that these three they're a band together, and they are highly dangerous. They kill on sight without any provocation, and are wanted for escaping prison, for murder, and for theft.
Okay, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
they
take
belong
the
in
pictures
prison.
off and put them in my cloak's pocket if I have any. I probably have some.
Okay, yeah. So you pull them off, and as you pull them off, you can see there's still pictures right behind them. Like you're able to just pull them off, and they have some up
I'm
there
just
for
gonna
people
put
to
all. I'm just gonna take all of them so that there's no pictures of those people.
take. Okay, so make a stealth check, a sleight of hand check, sleight of hand.
Okay. Okay, so 12 plus 4, 16.
16. All right. So yeah, you're able to take these down, and everyone's just so caught up in the speech that they don't see you taking those wanted posters down.
Okay.
And oh yeah, I forgot to tell you this, Lilith. You recognize one of them. You recognize the Goliath in particular.
I do. Okay.
From your backstory, you would remember he was one of the people that were supposed to give you the package, but didn't have it.
Mother effer.
That mother.
Yeah.
What a punt.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep
Cool.
getting closer to the guy. Is he still talking?
Yeah, he's still talking.
Yeah, I just want to start creeping closer, like between him and the guy that's sitting on the well. Like if there's a crowd there, I want to just kind of like stay in the crowd,
Yeah, there is a crowd there.
Okay.
As you can see on the map, that's kind of where you're at. The well's right
Gotcha.
there, and you guys are on the southern part of it, headed up towards it, and that's the notice board right there. So that's where Lilith's at. And so, as you get closer, you guys, you look around and you all of a sudden you hear like horse hooves coming from the south, and it looks like a rider just rolled in, right? And he comes in, and he starts pushing his way through the crowd, as the speech is going on, and he gets up and he's like, "Hey, I'm looking for the captain of the guard or whoever's in charge of this southern province." And the man is like,
just joking.
And so he raises so then the man giving the speech is like, "It is I. How may I help you, my good sir? I am Arthur Chilton."
He's Arthur Chilton. Arthur Chilltown.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
And so the messenger comes. He's like, I need to meet with you in private. And you guys have also noticed that Boykin is not with you guys. He told you as you guys were headed to the crowd. He's like, "Hey, I'm gonna go talk to the tavern that I was supposed to perform at with my merry band, and so I'm gonna go there. It's the Turkey's Gizzard. You can find me there."
The Turkey's Gizzard.
Wait, is he talking to Owen?
Yeah, he was talking to Owen.
Okay.
The Turkey's Gizzard in Cursed. And this man yelling, Arthur Chilton, is saying he is the leader of Cursed.
Of the southern province.
Of the southern province, but not of the town.
Yes. Not of Cursed itself. You guys are still probably a few hours from Cursed.
Oh,
so we're not in Cursed. I did not know that.
Correct. So Cursed is so you would know this, Lilith. Cursed is a larger town. It's actually a walled city with a fort on top of a hill. Yeah.
Sorry.
So you're saying that Boykin went on ahead to Cursed because isn't that where he was going?
No, he was headed to he was headed here to the southern province.
Okay.
And then he's like, Arthur Chilton says to the dear man, "All right." He's like, "Meet me, in the Turkey's Gizzard, and I will speak with you there." And the messenger's like, and you can see that the messenger has been riding very fast for a few days now. You could just tell that he's a little rugged, quite much like yourselves. You guys have been in the wilderness and are looking pretty
It's true.
pretty dirty.
I do not like being dirty. Is there a shop around? I would like to get some new clothes.
Yeah.
Maybe
Definitely.
wash up also.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow Hank on. I'm gonna follow Owen on that.
Come with me.
Right.
First
Yeah.
I want to get
Sure.
washed up first. I'm just gonna throw these clothes out. Where can I go?
I'm
Find a
gonna
nice bath.
talk to guys and ask if they want to find a room for the night or something like that. If we're staying here.
I'm gonna head to the Turkey's
Or-
Gizzard because that sounds like a place that might have some rooms.
All right.
Okay.
So as you guys are talking, the crowd is dispersed, and you can tell that the hooded figure and Arthur Chilton have headed to the direction you would assume where the Turkey's Gizzard's at, along with the messenger. You guys go to a shop, purchase some clothes, and I'll have that deduct from your lifestyle expenses later.
I would
And
like
then-
to.
yes.
Could I go to my guild and see if I can get some supplies for potions and whatnot? If there's a guild in this town.
Yeah, make a charisma check to talk around to see if you could find if there's a member of your guild here.
17 plus charisma. Sorry, 1 second. So 19.
So you get talking around, and the southern. So they're like, "Oh, there's no one here in the southern province like that. You'd have to go to Cursed for that."
Okay, that's fine.
Wait, what did you ask?
If I could go to my guild and find some supplies.
Oh, so I have this ability, Criminal Contact. So pretty much in every city, I can find someone who's I guess I have some connections with criminal whatever community.
Yeah.
Vagrant.
So I wonder if I can find someone to ask a little more about like what's going in the city and why there are these revolutionary thoughts and that kind of stuff.
Okay. Make an investigation or charisma check, whichever one you want to do.
I'm gonna go with where the heck is it? Oh, it's the same. So let's do charisma.
Okay. So you go and you talk to some shady looking characters and they've heard your name, the famous smuggler Lilith Shadowstep.
Of course.
And
of course.
they're like they tell you a little more about this uprising. They tell you that the Lord Protector protects the Erstbreen region from threats from the west and the northwest, and but the dwarves in the region have some much sway with that leader, and so a lot of the people feel like he's just a puppet leader and that he's not actually looking out for their good.
What a dingus.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's what the uprising is about. And Arthur Chilton, they let you know, is the head patriot or rebel, however you want to, depending on your point of view.
Chilton, is that what you said?
Chilton.
Chilton.
Yep, he's the leader of this uprising. He used to be a military advisor to the Lord Protector.
Okay.
And they're like, if you want to know, like, and one of them lets you know, he's like, the one that I fear the most though is Skornika.
Say it again.
Skornika.
What about it?
He's Arthur Chilton's right hand man. He's the cloaked man you see always in his shadow.
Mm-hmm. Is there some kind of a is he a hitman or is he a bodyguard?
It's like, I better not say any more. And then he just kind of walks away through the alleyway.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep. All right.
Okay,
So
did
you
you
guys
find the room yet?
I wanted
you
to
guys
get some good-looking clothes, by the way, not just like.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I ain't no popper.
Of course. So you're living a little bit of a wealthy lifestyle, you'd say.
Higher up. Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay. So Arista. So what I say, would more noble status or just like wealthy merchant status?
Wealthy merchant.
Okay.
I'm no nobleman.
What about you?
Oh, obviously I'm gonna follow
Arkman.
Owen. I have to fix my standards. Like almost noble, but not yet noble. You know what I mean? Like just right below.
Okay.
Like, not wealthy merchant either. I want a little bit above. So I don't know what that'd be, like a lordling son type of thing. You know what I mean?
Okay, so I'm gonna say to deck you guys all out, it cost 50 gold today.
Yeah.
To get you guys all just like
Each.
primed up. Yep, 50 gold each.
Okay.
Yeah, dude. I tossed that gold.
Lilith,
Worth
how are
it.
you wanting to get as dressed up as them, or are you kind of wanting to keep your cloaked, shady nature?
Okay, my clothes is okay, right? It may
Yeah.
be dirty, but it's okay. I don't need to look good
Yeah.
to be a respected woman. So I'm just gonna leave my clothes.
Yeah, that's what they all say.
I do need to be finely clothed to be respected. In the status that I need,
are a bard.
that I need
You're a
respect.
bard. So.
Like, if I wanted to look like a farmer and be respected as a farmer, I'm dressed like a farmer. But that's not.
Actually, can I try to find like a cloak that like completely protects me from the light and like, well, a cool cloak, because mine is like just like a normal cloak. I imagine it wouldn't
Can I
really
just
protect me from
have
stuff,
like an invisibility cloak?
sunlight.
Can I just have it a bunch?
Yeah, for real.
No.
No, that's not what I mean.
There's no magic vendors here.
I just want to
in the
upgrade
Southern
my
Province.
cloak.
So what you're asking for would be it'd have to be of a magical nature to protect you from the sunlight. Which, like I said, there's no magic vendors here, so you do have disability on attack rolls and stealth roll. Yeah, during the daylight, but during nighttime.
No, wait. I think I only have disadvantage at wisdom.
Disadvantage
I'm
only
pretty
on
sure.
that?
I think only in wisdom rolls.
Cool. Well, what are you guys doing while I double check that?
I'm headed to the Turkey's Gizzard.
Yeah, I'm gonna head there too, and I want to buy one of the nicer meals that they would have.
Okay. Perfect. All right. So yeah, I double checked.
Really nice meal,
it's perception checks and attack rolls in sunlight.
Okay.
So when you were looking at these pictures, you were kind of covering them up, putting a little shadow on them. All right.
Okay.
Do you just need a hat? I feel like that would work.
She would need something like
more substantial.
Maybe some like sunglasses, or spectacles or goggles or something.
Actually, that would look super cool.
Yeah. It's not like you guys have an inventor with you or something that could maybe make something for you guys.
Yeah, that'd be.
Yeah, but I
helpful.
didn't think of that, so I'm not gonna. I'm like, it's not my thoughts. So I'm not gonna do that.
Turkey's Gizzard.
So for now,
getting some good meals.
For now, you're headed to the Turkey's Gizzard, and you guys enter the Turkey Gizzard. You look around, and you see in one. Can you throw up the tavern? There we go.
Yeah.
So
exciting.
So to the right, you guys can see there's a stage there, and on there, you hear Boykin. Boykin's up there singing a little tune. And over there in the bottom left corner, you see... Oh, and he points out to you, and he's like, and there's those merry adventurers that saved me from the troll.
Oh, he's just telling everybody, okay.
I just look around, kind of turn around, and be like, "Oh, who is he pointing at?"
I give some bows, thank you, yes.
Yeah, and you guys get some claps.
No.
you get some claps from some of the people that are there in the tavern.
Yeah.
And then over in the bottom left corner, you see Arthur Chilton, Skornika, and the messenger, and you can see that he's kind of like showing him some, like the messenger showing Arthur Chilton paperwork and stuff.
They're at the circular table?
Yes.
I'm telling the guys what the criminal contact told me.
Oh, okay, thank you.
So they know what I know.
Cool. Is the table that's just above them open?
It is. You just see two people leave it.
Boom, I go there. Just nonchalantly.
We all go there.
Oh, this one's open now. Cool. Hey guys, come join me. It's table free.
Wrong way. Wrong way.
This one. It doesn't help if I point, but no.
Yeah, don't worry, I got it. Hold on. I'm gonna get Boinking up in there too.
Okay. Cool. Perfect. And so as you guys going, there's a nice little merry attitude from Boykin singing, and you could tell, he's singing of your exploits.
He doesn't know my name, right? I mean, I haven't told him my name.
I'm sure you guys have all introduced.
He 100%
yourselves.
knows me.
Heavens no! I never told him my name. I'm gonna make up a fake name. I'm gonna be called Rick in this town. My name is Rick. Markman. Yeah, Rick Harold V.
All right, Rick Harold V. You better keep track of that. Write it down somewhere.
Okay, I am.
All right, I'll write it down.
I want to be trying to get listening in on this other table.
Okay. I'm gonna make you guys make stealth checks just for the nonchalant going over to the table.
Okay.
What'd you guys get?
A natural one.
Hey, me too.
Oh, was that supposed to roll something? I was too busy. I'm rolling something. What did I roll? I rolled a 2. Like a natural 2. So, what was I rolling for, by the way?
I mean,
for you guys
show. Over here, guys. Yeah, this table. It's perfect.
Exactly. You guys kind of trip. You make like loud noises as you're like pulling out the chairs to sit down on, and you can see the messenger looks up, sees you guys, and you can see just a look of shock on his face, like of despair, a little bit even
On the messenger?
on the messenger's face.
What a piece of work this guy is.
Wait, who's
He
this
knows us.
messenger? I'm confused.
I'm just gonna sit with my back towards that table
Okay.
and get a waitress, order some food, and then just kind of be listening in.
I want to get a drink.
Cool. So you guys so the waitress comes over. She's like, "How are you guys doing?" And she takes your orders and she then goes back. All right, I'll get that right out to you, honeys. And then she goes
I want a
back
big
into
old
the kitchen.
I want a big old turkey.
Oh, that's our
Stuffed.
specialty.
Mm.
Oh. Would you like the gizzard as well?
Yes. Of
Oh,
course.
we'll fry that up right for you.
That's a silly question, darling. Of course I want the gizzard.
All right. And so you guys are doing that, and
I love calling
see-
you darling bunch, by the way. Makes me happy.
makes me happy too.
Anyway.
Okay.
So as you try to listen in, I'm gonna make you make a perception check because the messenger's now talking more in a hushed voice.
Of course, I got you. I got you. Boo. Okay, here we go. 19.
12.
What'd you get? Okay. So Owen's the only one that's able to make this out, and you could tell that the messenger's talking about you three. He's like, these three right behind me escaped Wargon prison.
Escaped.
We don't want to make this public, though, because it would give a bad reputation to Wargon prison that they're the first ever that have ever escaped Wargon prison. And so they're worth 1,000 gold each alive to be brought back.
You can try. I don't say that. I don't say that.
That's because you didn't hear anything. You guys are talking.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I heard it
You're
all.
right.
Yep.
I heard it all. I'm
Very
not
cool.
gonna say anything about it.
I'm like, so Arkman,
You know, I'm doing great.
how are you doing?
I'm waiting for some real food. I didn't eat any of the goblin. I ate crap for like 2 months. I am ready for some real food.
Seriously though.
Like,
And as you guys are saying that, the waitress comes back out with this big, steaming, delicious smelling turkey with a little fried
turkey.
gizzard on the side, and she, all right,
uh,
here you guys go, and she lays it out right in
Oh,
front of
it
you.
looks so good.
I'm going to actually shed a tear or two from this meal. I'm just gonna start crying a little, maybe like thank the gods.
All right, do you guys partake?
Oh yeah, totally.
I
Yeah.
I
I mean,
totally
was it a
chow
question?
down on that.
All right,
Well, I mean,
you got it's delicious. In fact, it gives you guys all 1 temporary hit point for the
Oh
rest
my
of the day.
gosh,
Mm.
Woo!
dude,
Where'd my
Oh.
pencil go?
that's delicious.
Oh, there it is. 1 temporary hit point. I love it. Do they have any chocolate milk? I'm gonna ask the waitress. Yeah, chocolate milk.
Oh, she's like, we just got chocolate in. It's going to be a little bit more on the pricey
gosh.
side, but definitely worth it.
Yeah, 100% worth it. I will take at least 1 mug of it right now, and we'll see if I'll just keep it coming. I
I
don't know.
hate chocolate milk.
All right, well,
Do they have like?
none for you, honey.
Did they have
And
juice?
she goes back and gets
Wait,
some
come back.
chocolate milk.
Do you have
No,
some?
she's a little spited that the drow kind of said she hated.
You're not making a very good
something.
impression on the rest of the town, Lilith. Okay.
Yeah, Lilith, get out of here, please. I want my juice.
Please be a little friendlier.
I'm gonna.
Do I look like I care?
I care.
Oh, you should, because people know who we are. I say really hush. These people know who we are. I don't know if you couldn't understand me.
Oh.
Oh well, now again, because I couldn't at first.
But I'm gonna keep listening and see if they say anything else of significance. I'm going to be watching for if that messenger moves anywhere.
Okay. So he's like, So she comes out with your chocolate milk, and then you're able to order your juice. And Lilith, she just starts to seem to ignore a little bit, even, and she brings her like a dirty, like you could tell the mug's not very clean, but it does have a drink in it. And she goes back to the. And you hear from the messenger. The messenger's like, "All right, I need to relay this message back to Wargon Prison that they're here. I will." If you can apprehend them, please do so. But if anything, just keep track of where they are and their whereabouts. It'll be worth your time.
Okay, so before he gets up from his table, I want to get up from the table right now.
Okay.
And just kind of tell the groups, like, pardon me, I got to use the little boys' room. I got to go look for it, and I'll walk outside.
Okay.
I would like to get up and start singing with the one creature.
Boykin.
Boykin. I would like to start singing with Boykin and start singing about a heroic venture slaying a troll. And I want to use my name, like saying Rick Harold V.
Just make sure to get that up there.
All right,
Okay, great. Here we go.
Make a performance check.
Oh, this is gonna be great. Hold on. I'm not great with performance, but this is gonna be good. 20. 20. Woo!
Natural 20?
No, not a nat 20. I would tell you if it's a nat. It's not nat 20.
Oh, okay. Still. All right, you get up there.
Making me proud.
And you start singing, and you're like, whoa. And as you're walking out to go use the little boys' room, you can hear Rick Harold V singing of the heroic deeds that you guys did in saving Boykin and slaying the troll.
When there's like a pause in the lyrics, I go, whoop, whoop.
And you do so. And as you're walking out, you do see another character that sticks out to you. There's a dwarf. He's hooded, sitting just, kind of by himself. And as you look at his hands and his face, you could tell like he's super burnt, looked like he's been like in a massive fire. And that for some reason sticks out to you a little bit. And so as you walk out before the messenger leaves, you get outside. And then Lilith and Arkman, you see the messenger get up and walk and start to head out as well. And since Arkman's up on the stage, Lilith, you're by yourself. You see Arthur Chilton and Skornika. They kind of motion. You kind of look over, and as they catch your glance, they motion you over to their table.
Glance.
What?
Okay.
Do it.
I thought my was really okay. I'm just gonna like turn my chair and literally just stare at them like.
Yeah, did you hear me? They motioned you over to their table, right?
Oh no, I did not hear that. But
okay,
like,
when they catch your, as you turn around and start to look at them, they catch your eyes and they motion you to come sit with them.
Okay, I'm like, and then I'm like, pull my hair and like, wait, what do I do with my hair?
Pull your hair.
You know what I mean?
You flip it. You flip your hair.
Yeah, I flip my hair back and forth.
Okay.
Just kidding. And I'm like, okay, just go to their table.
All right. So you go and you sit down at their table. All right, Owen, what are you doing?
Like
I'm just waiting out.
flirty
I'm waiting
stare.
outside of the door for the messenger to come out.
All
Like
right,
I want to
perfect.
just be waiting right outside, kind of like up against the wall. So when he walks out, he won't see me right away. But then I'll just
Okay. Like I'll slide, like you're just
attention.
kind of like leaning up, like just nonchalant.
Yeah.
And then when he walks
yeah.
out, you're just gonna follow him all like. Yeah, I get you.
just follow him
Okay.
for like a little bit.
Perfect. All right, we'll go to Arkman. Arkman, so what about that singing?
So I'm gonna stop singing, and I'm actually gonna go to the bar, like tender or like the waitress. I'm gonna ask her if there's another tavern or someplace I can get a room somewhere else. I mean, I like this place, but I just want to know if there's anywhere else that I can get one at.
Oh, she's like, oh, honey, we don't have a room here. We're just here
Oh.
for food and performance.
That's
there's
perfect.
there's an inn down the road though.
Is that the only one, or is there one like on the outskirts of town by chance?
I mean, there's a few like cottages you can rent that are more on the outskirts, but the inn with the best rooms are just down the road.
how much is a cottage, by the way? Like, do you know the price range for like renting
Ooh.
a cottage around?
I mean, they're pretty expensive.
Like, I'm pretty poor. I mean, like the cheapest one you can think of. Like, I don't got much money. I only got a little bit of coppers.
Probably 20 gold pieces. I mean, there's even one for sale. But that's. I mean, if you're poor, that's way out of your price range, I'm sure.
20 gold pieces.
For a night.
Would it fit
And yeah,
multiple people, like 3 people?
Oh, of course.
Do you know who I could go talk to for this?
Yeah, you can. You just go to you just go look at the notice board, and you find the address, find the person, and just go, and you'll find the person.
Perfect. Thank you so much. I'm very appreciative.
You're welcome, darling.
I'm gonna put a copper on the table and be like, I don't have much, but this is for you for that juice and the meal. It was very delicious. Thank you. Is there?
You don't have much.
Thank you, honey.
I don't have much, and I would like to ask as well. But like, so do you know anything about this town? I'm new here. I just barely got here. Do you know anything about the town I should know, possibly? That might be helpful.
No, I mean the southern province. It's a kind of a farming. It's a little bit of a trading before you actually get to Kursk from the south. The western province, though, that's the very fertile land of farming. The western province. The only problem is that there's a lot of orc raiders and all kinds of other monsters, and that's what the city of Kursk is supposed to. Their warriors are supposed to protect them.
Yeah, makes sense, but that's sad. Okay, thank you.
All right, now we'll go to Owen, and so Owen, this year. So yeah, so let's. I'm gonna make you make a stealth check.
Okay. Okay. What do I got? Okay. 11.
11. All right. So as you're standing there nonchalantly, you see the messenger come out. He kind of looks to his left, to his right. He doesn't really notice you, and then he starts walking towards his horse.
All right. His horse is like right there.
No, it's a little way. He tied it up at a post in the town center.
Okay. I'll just call out. Oh there, buddy, sir, guy.
And he turns around, sees you, and is like, "Me?
Yeah, you. You're the one that
like,
came into town all really rushing earlier, right?
Yeah. I had a urgent message I had to give to the leader of this province."
Oh man, you're already off already too, huh? Must be a rough job.
It was just super quick. It just, I'm just a messenger boy. And he gives a little smile.
Come on, don't. You're not just a messenger boy. I'm sure you got lots of other things to be happy about. As I get closer, I want to cast Charm Person on him.
Ooh, okay. And so he makes a wisdom saving throw, right?
I believe so, yes. Yeah.
Okay. Let me look up his stats real quick.
Oh, shoot.
Okay. What does he have to beat?
15.
Okay. He makes the save. So he's not charmed. Does he know you tried to charm him?
Well, it says when the spell ends, he knows it was charmed by me. Doesn't say if it fails.
So you see him you just kind of see him. He just kind of looks around a little bit, like, what was that? And kind of looks at you and gives you a weary look.
Right. You all right, buddy?
He's like, oh, yeah, I'm fine.
Cool. Anyway.
We're going to pause there, and we're going to go to Lilith.
Okay.
All right, Lilith.
Okay, so I sit down, and I'm like, what's up?
He's like, so Arthur Chilton's like, he's like, you three seem to be quite the characters. Killing trolls, escaping prisons. And then
I'm like-
Skornika.
I have never heard anything about escaping prisons. I don't know what that means.
And then Skornika is like escaping prison. Arthur Chilton's like, whatever. People know what I'm saying.
I'm gonna be like, escaping prisons? Are you kidding me? Do you know how securable they are?
Make a deception check.
I've heard it's really hard to escape from prison. What'd you say? 18 plus?
Deception. Yep.
Deception?
Yep.
23.
Okay, they look at you and they nod their heads, and so then they slide a piece of paper towards you. So you're telling me this isn't you. And you look down and you see Lilith Shadowstep.
And what is on the paper?
You see a picture of you,
Okay.
sketched drawing of you with just you. It looks like you.
Okay. I'm like, this nose. They can never get my nose right.
So this is you.
I'm like, well, what if it is me?
Well, we could actually use some people of your expertise.
Okay, that was weird.
Oh yeah, what happened? Did you hear what I said? I don't think so.
Sorry, say it again.
I think she's lagging, so.
Uh-oh.
I need to get like a thing for the stream that I can put it up there for like a blank thing that says we're having stream problems, man. Like you and Bunch.
Yeah.
Bunch is the
Yeah,
worst.
like here's a dancing kitten or
Yeah,
something,
like
you know.
something, yeah.
Okay, I'm back. I can hear stuff.
Okay. So he says, because if you are this person and your friends are who they are, then we could potentially use some people of your expertise.
What kind of expertise?
Skornika then says, because the whole time Arthur Chilton has been talking mostly, Skornika's like, well, I need some people to help me remove the puppet leader.
Can I roll for the inside if he is lying?
Go for it.
If he's lying about his, you know what I mean.
Yep.
23.
From what you can tell, he's not lying
Okay.
about his
Like-
intentions.
And so I have some people here, and I heard that this leader is not a really good one. So if that is true what you're saying, I'm not opposed to helping you for a good price.
He's like, all right. What's your price?
Well, my price is after we're done, after we do our job, you forget our names, you forget that we have ever been here, and we're just gone, and we're never coming back again.
They look at each other. Deal.
Okay. Well,
All right. We're going to take a pause there,
okay.
and then we're going to go to Arkman. So are you going to go try to find the cottage?
Yeah, I'm gonna go outside and try to find the person that owns the cottage. But
Okay.
I'm gonna before I do that, I'm
you
gonna go up to Lilith and I'm gonna be like, "Hey, I'm gonna go find." Wait, I see she's talking to someone, don't I?
Yep. Now you notice she's talking to the leader of the town as well as the sketchy hooded dude.
So I see them talking. I'm gonna be like, "Hey, I'm gonna go do the bathroom." I'm gonna walk on outside and go find
Okay.
it.
All right, and as you walk outside, you see
I'm like,
Owen talking
yeah,
with the messenger.
I'm like, he
And-
needs my permission sometimes.
I
get
see.
lost.
So you're the leader of this merry band, as the satyr would call you.
I say we don't have a leader because the history shows that leaders lose their heads pretty often.
That they do, and I imagine we're about to see that happen as well again.
Hopefully.
All right, so Arkman, as you walk out, you see Owen talking with the messenger, and Owen.
I'm gonna be like.
No,
I'm
no,
just
Arkman, give it a moment. Give it a moment.
Oh, okay.
All right, Owen, go for it.
Okay. So I'm trying to remember the last thing he said.
He was just you tried to charm him. He was looking at you wearily, and you're like, "Hey, what's up?" And he's like, "Oh, nothing. I'm fine. I'm fine."
Okay, cool. I'll just ask him. So where's your business taking you now?
He's like, I'm headed to Rickshire.
Rickshire. I'm actually not too familiar with this place. Where's Rickshire at?
It's to the northeast. It's a transit place. A lot of people try to leave the region through there because it's one of the safest places to go.
Well, cool. Sounds like a pretty great time. So what was your name? Sorry.
Oh, my name is Harold.
Harold. Cool. Harold, I am Owen, but I'm pretty sure you actually already know that. And so
He's like,
how do you know who I am?
he's like, how are you saying this intimate? No, you said how you said it. So he's like, you seem to get a little scared, and he's like, well, I don't know who you are. He's like, I was just here to deliver a message to the leader of this town.
No, you weren't. Because I heard you talking to him. You were telling him that there is a bounty on my head as well as my companion. And you're going to tell me now who you are, really, who you work for, and why you know who we are.
Make an intimidation check.
Yeah, I will.
Or persuade. We'll do intimidation.
Okay. 17.
Okay. So he's like, okay, whoa, please don't hurt me. I'm just doing my job.
I don't want to hurt you.
Okay.
I'm not here to hurt you.
He's
Believe
like,
me.
my name is Riv. I work as just I'm kind of a guard in training at Wargon Prison, and I just got a job there recently, and they found, like, when I got there was a big commotion. There was a hole in the prison, and their creature that cleans up crap escaped, and but then a creature crawled through the hole. A little goblin crawled through the hole, and apparently he was a prisoner there that tried to escape. What was his name? Trob or something was the name of this goblin, and then he relayed to the prison warden and the captain of the guard of you and your compatriots about how you escaped, and the prison warden and the captain of the guard thought you were dead, and upon learning of your escape, they immediately tried to keep it hushed and trusted only a few people with the information that you had actually escaped. But they've gone and sent bounties to certain people in areas surrounding here to try to bring you back in.
Surrounding the town, like the area, is what you're saying?
So Cursed area, Dunth as well, are the two main places. And I really wasn't headed back to Rickshire. I was headed back to Wargon Prison to let them know that you.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. Don't worry. I know. Well, that's lovely. What you're going to do, Riv, is it what you said? Riv?
Riv, yes, Riv.
Riv. You are not going to tell them that you saw us. Got that? What you're going to do is you're going to go back and tell them that we happened upon a troll lair and were eaten, and you heard it from a satyr that escaped from there. You will tell them that we are dead.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. That will be a 27.
Okay.
He's like, okay. He's like, I'll tell him that. I will. I will. I mean.
Okay. Tell me, what's the story? Relay it back to me how you're going to tell them.
You were eaten by a troll, headed to Cursed, and there was a satyr at the Turkey's Gizzard Tavern that told me that.
Okay. You're going to have to spruce up the details a little bit.
Okay.
Not too much, not too lavish, though. Okay?
Okay.
Key to a good lie is not making it too lavish.
Okay.
But if they find out that you were lying, or if you end up telling them the truth, I'm going to know, and it's not going to end well for you. I have lots of connections in lots of places. You don't want to meet any of them. Got it?
I got it. Make an intimidation check real quick.
10.
Okay, he's like, oh, okay, I believe you. I believe you. And then he's like, good day, sir. And then he begins walking away to his horse. And and then all of a sudden, you look over your shoulder, and there's Arkman standing, just kind of like peering over you.
What up, buddy?
Oh, I was
Rick.
No problem. Yeah, how you doing, Owen? I was just going to go find me a place to sleep tonight at the inn, and I say that kind of loud. Then I go up to him, I kind of whisper and say, "I'm looking for a cottage outside the city limits."
What's the cottage?
Where's the cottage? Somewhere outside the village.
Well, what is it? Like, why are you looking for a cottage?
Because people might suspect us to stay at the inn. And if they know us, I'm down tonight.
Okay. Well, let's not go there with Hot Lilith. Let's head back inside. We both took care of our little boy's business. I'll tell you all about my conversation in a moment.
But Lilith's in there talking to like the mayor guy. I mean, like, I don't know if I want to mess that up or something like that. Yeah, dude. Or the governor, whatever you want to call the guy.
I go in.
I follow.
All right, Lilith. We're gonna have a time for just a little sentence or two between you and the people before Owen and Arkman come in.
Okay.
So, anything you want to ask? Anything you want to say particularly?
Well, first I'm gonna ask how many people know about us being out of the prison and not dead somewhere in the pipes.
Well, in the cursed region, in the cursed area, just us two. The messenger only got to us, and as we can see, we're now friends.
I don't have friends.
Wow. Okay.
and as you guys walked in, you hear Lilith. Those are the words you hear Lilith say. I don't have friends.
Hi, I'm Lilith's friend, Owen.
Yeah, I'm Lilith's friend, Rick Harold the Fifth.
I see that she's made some more friends.
I'm like, he doesn't count his family.
What about me then?
Should I roll
Did this turn into a Fast and Furious movie?
Yeah, go for it.
I'm gonna roll for deception.
yeah, Fast and Furious.
I rolled a 2. So it's a 7.
So what were you trying to deceive him for?
That he's a family.
They're like, well, yeah, we can definitely tell the resemblance. Arthur sarcastically says.
Okay, and so I
just
want
see
to be like, hey guys, come here, sit. So
I was already sitting down. I was
okay.
joining
Well,
right away.
I don't know if Artman, Rick.
Before that, I
Rick.
grabbed the rest of our turkey and I brought it over to the table to share with
Sweet.
everyone.
So I want to be like, okay,
Turkey.
so we got a little problem. People know stuff. So, and like,
Yeah.
so I got a deal that if we do this little job, we can be forgotten for good. Like, no one's gonna know that we're alive
Mm-hmm.
here in Curse. I mean,
Oh.
Okay.
so I want to like, just tell
That
them
is.
what's.
I like
what's up.
that.
All right. So
like
she relays the deal that she struck with these guys, and then as she's relaying that, all of a sudden, the Turkey's Gizzard's door busts open, and 3 stout dwarves walk in, and
I forgot about this freaking
There's that
door.
door.
And so no, it's not the dwarf that Owen saw earlier.
Right.
You guys all see the dwarf as you turn and look, but then the 3 dwarves you see enter, they're all stout looking, and they don't look like normal dwarves. They look like they're travelers, and you look at their beards, and they have a little bit of a glimmer to them. They almost look like they have copper like wires inlaid into their beards, and they're like,
I put my cloak back on. The hood, I mean.
and one of them's like, "Where's
I love
Cornica
those.
and Arthur Chilton? We got their
They're over
pack.
here."
We got their delivery."
Oh crap.
Yeah. And so they see, there they are. And so they all 3 of them walk over, and they all pull up chairs, and they all just start digging into the turkey. They're like, "Oh man, this is good stuff."
I say in Dwarvish, help yourself, friends. Yeah.
They say back in Dwarvish, so you speak Dwarvish, my half elf friend.
Of course.
And
I'm
they-
a learned man.
They're like, "Thank you," and they just keep eating. And then one of them stops
I
eating.
say
He's like,
I say in Dwarvish. I'm like, I actually was eating it, but now I kind of lost my appetite.
and they all kind of just look at you, and they just
Just
go
keep
right back to
going.
eating.
Just keep-
And so
I was the one that ordered the turkey anyway. She doesn't have it, I should say.
That's true.
Arthur Jones like, "Well, shall we inspect the shipment?" And they're like, yeah, of course." And you guys are welcome to come with. I mean, Skornika's like, "Come with. We'll be probably using a couple of these."
These-
Okay.
As what?
Well, are you guys going to follow them?
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, might as well.
I guess
So
so.
you guys-
I'm
so
gonna
you-
before we exit, I'm gonna take a look at where that other dwarf was, and see
Okay.
if he's like moved at all or anything. Whatever.
He's there, but he's paying particular interest to you 3.
Okay.
I just kind of give him a little salute as we walk out.
All right. He nods.
As
to
we're
you.
walking
He gives you a
out,
nod.
I'm gonna be like, sorry guys that I kind of like did it without you, but I thought that it's a pretty good thing to do.
That's a great deal.
I'm
That's a great
gonna. Can I introduce myself to the dwarf and ask for his name?
The burnt one,
Yeah.
or the
No,
one
metal
with metal
beard,
in
the metal
beards.
beard, yeah, the metal guy that has like copper.
Oh,
right, so
Metal
you-
Bear. That kind of
so as
reminds
you're
me
wa-
of something.
So as you're walking up, you to the leader that was talking the most. You start. So what do you say to him?
I'm just gonna say hi. I'm Rick Howard V. What's your name?
He's out, Rick Harold V. My name is Cornelius Metalbeard.
Cornelius. That is a beautiful name, my friend. I'm not gay though, but don't worry. But it's a beautiful name. And I would just like to be like, dang, that's a pretty sweet name. So I would like to ask him, does he have any fine weapons that he has to sell? Maybe. I mean, like, I know dwarves deal with a lot of metal, so.
He's like, nah. I mean, we don't deal with this. I mean, we don't have anything to sell right now.
Oh,
We're on our way to Wargon Prison. We're just dropping off this shipment as a side hustle.
Oh. I've never heard of that prison. Where's that kind of located?
It's in the Three Peaks Mountain.
Oh.
My I'm going there to investigate my brother's death.
Mm.
Oh, who's your? Who was your brother in the prison?
Yeah, he was serving some time there.
Oh man, that's rough. I hear prisons are pretty dirty nowadays, and diseases can get to people.
He's like, yeah, there were some mysterious circumstances, so I'm gonna go have words with that prison warden.
Yeah, I hope
You
for
should.
the best. I hope everything works out okay for you. So
Thank
I
you.
have heard of that prison. I heard it sucks. And they're terrible guards there.
Yep, and we're they'll see what happens when they cross the Metalbeards.
Yeah, you should probably look into see if there was any foul play by the guards themselves, because I hear they do that kind of stuff there also.
All right, make a deception check.
Sorry, I killed your brother. Deception, right?
Yep.
26.
He's like, okay, yeah. He's like, good idea. We'll look into that. And then as you guys
trying to
walk out, he's like, you see that there's 15 other dwarves all looking kind of the same with like copper and other silver, just metal inlaid in their hair and in their beard. And you see they have a cart being pulled by like a weird, strange animal. And in that cart, you see that there's several crates, and they all have tons of little vials in these crates.
Do we all see it?
You all see it, yes. And you can see that Arthur
Are
Chilton's
these for a
like,
party later?
And Skornika's like, excellent. They're looking at him, and he picks him up, and he's like, let's see how well it works. And he takes it, and then he throws it he just throws it on the ground, and the vial cracks open and splashes some liquid, and the liquid immediately ignites. Just a small little area where the vial landed. And then
Let's not blow the
like,
whole
whoa.
town up.
It's like, oh no, it was just down on the ground, and some people go over and they try to put it out. You can see they're dumping water on it, they're stomping on it, to no effect. The fire seems not to be able to put out, and it takes like a full minute before it just dies out on its own.
Huh.
That was quite a demonstration.
Can I ask the dwarf where he got that kind of stuff at?
He's like, who are you? I mean, I know you just talked to me, but Skornika's like, don't worry, he's a friend. He doesn't need to know that info. And then Arthur Chilton's like, we got it from one of the finest alchemists from Ardoon.
Oh yeah. Oh, what's his name?
I don't know. All we know is that he works for House Herthal.
Interesting indeed.
And he says, and then he's like, yeah. And the only price for all this was a little of Skornika's poison.
Ooh. You make poison, Skornika?
He's like, you can see he's a little irritated that Arthur Chilton is so forthgiving in information. And he's like, I'm known to brew some poison.
Yeah. Interesting. I know a little bit of alchemy myself there, Cornelius. I'm pretty good at it sometimes. Maybe we could share recipes.
He's like, oh. He's like, no, man, we're just delivering this. And he looks at Skornika and he's like, so, where's the money? And
Where's my money?
Skornika's like, he's like, he pulls out a big old sack and tosses it to him. He's like, aha, good. All right, boys, let's head on our way to Worgon Prison. And they're like, yeah.
Good luck.
And they all head out.
Can I pat Owen on the back and be like, good luck?
Yeah,
Oh
they
my
have
God.
no idea. Listen, if they didn't want people to die, they should have freaking not had us fight for one. All I did was yell at them. How was I supposed to know?
All right.
I feel
Are you saying that Russians are always drunk?
Who?
No, heavens no.
Oh, okay.
Chat.
Yeah.
Buried in middle.
Yes. If he's not saying that, I am.
Well, look at me. Am I drunk to you?
I mean,
I
how you
drunk?
really second guess
No
that man
idea.
already?
Yeah. Maybe.
Awesome.
Anyways, I want to kind of chat with Arthur and get to know him better and ask more about the leader and what's his name and stuff, just
Yeah,
to
of course.
have more information.
He's like, oh yeah, of course. I actually used to serve under him.
The Lord Protector.
Yes.
What's his name?
His name? Where did I write his name? His name is Darius Doc.
Dog.
Doc.
Doc, like doctor.
There
What's up, Doc?
Doc.
Yep.
So you were a military advisor, huh? So you know a lot about their plans and stuff and like their system.
Yeah, of course.
It's like, how do you know my freaking who I was? Okay, so that can help us a lot.
Yeah, I've already given Skornika some of the plans, the best place to enter the fort, and
Oh.
remove Darius Doc as Lord Protector.
So do you know what kind of stuff he did with the dwarves? What they're doing there and
No, so this is you could tell. So the whole time you could tell that Skornika is he was giving all the Metalbeards a disgusting look, and the only person he seems to like really not look at with a little bit of a sour face is Arkman. Everyone else
At what?
seems to be,
wait, what are you talking about? Sorry, I was not
So-
listening.
sorry, Skornika.
Yeah.
Looks. You've noticed a little bit. You guys have started to notice that he doesn't really. He every dwarf
racist.
he's seen. Yeah, exactly. You can tell he's racist.
Mm.
I like this man.
And
Is he only half racist? Like kind of.
yeah,
Racist?
like for you, like you can
Like he's a
tell
little
he
confused about if he should be racist or not.
exactly. He looks at you, and sometimes he looks at you like you can tell that you're human, and then he looks at your ears a little funnily. And then
Get over
he goes, he's like, Skornika jumps in, and he's like, yes, the dwarves exercise way too much influence in this region.
And by influence, you mean like economy-wise, or
Yes, they use trade, and they force peoples on taxes, and it's not actually here in Cursed, but they're starting to get a foothold here.
oh, that's nasty. Okay. So the Lord Protector kind of like lets them do that. Is that what we're saying?
Yes, much in their pocket.
Okay, I'm all into doing something to this man. I do not like him. not this poor Nika. The
Yeah,
Doc one.
Doc.
yeah.
Okay.
And so then, as you're talking, you see a young little lad carrying a sword, and he's like, Mr. Resin, here's your sword from the blacksmith.
Did you say resin?
And you see Skornika grab the sword and inspect it.
Did you say resin?
Yeah, I did
What'd
say
you
that.
say resin? Raisin?
I did.
You mean raisin?
Yep.
Raisin.
You actually hear the little boy say raisin. You hear he's like, and then you hear Skornika look at him. He's like, it's resin.
Oh.
Arthur Chilton?
Yes. It's
Raisin?
Arthur
Resin?
Chilton. No, they called Skornika Mr. Resin,
Oh,
and they brought him.
okay.
They brought him
Anyways,
a brandished
metagaming.
new sword.
metagaming.
And so, Skornika Resin is now, you guys now know his full name.
Ah, this guy.
I want to head back inside to the tavern.
You do so.
Just head over to the bar.
Okay.
And I want to order a drink for the dwarf.
So you buy a drink
And myself.
so you buy
chocolate
something.
milk for me.
Chocolate milk for you, of course.
Yeah.
And so you get your chocolate milk, and she's like, it's good stuff, isn't it, honey?
Mm-hmm. It's good.
And then as you're sitting there sipping your chocolate milk, the dwarf comes and sits next to you. He's like, thank you for the drink.
You look like you could use one.
Yes. Econ clears his throat. I've been here for about a week, and not many people believe my tale, but I've escaped from the burning plains.
Oh, well. That's pretty wild. What was your name? Good sir.
My name is... where did I write it down? Valfer Ironforge.
Valther Ironforge.
Valfer Ironforge.
Valfer. Well, Valfer Ironforge.
And you recognize the name Ironforge because it is the same last name as the prison warden in Warden.
Oh, okay. Why is everybody going to that prison? Valfer Ironforge.
He's like,
You escaped the burning plains.
yes.
Tell me more.
He goes on and he just tells that I was a slave to the fire giant that inhabits those plains.
How'd that happen?
He's like, I was born there in slavery. All the Iron Forges have been for the past century. Not all of them. Some of them escaped. The great people that cursed, killed all the fire giants, or so they thought. But I've escaped now, here.
Oh, that's quite the tale. I mean, not tale. That implies that it's not true. I believe it's quite the event story, something like that. What brought you this way then?
I tried to come here and warn the people. I'd heard tales of the great, protectors of Cursed. And I come here and there's civil unrest. And the fire giant, you'll probably lay siege to this place soon.
How soon?
I don't know, to be honest. But he hates these people.
Soon.
But soon, one day, I imagine.
There
will be a reckoning.
You can go for more help, or like.
Well, I've tried to get in contact with some Iron Forges, but they all seem to be weird. Like they don't think I'm actually an Iron Forge.
You're not in very good contact with the other Iron Forges.
I don't.
I heard that some of them can be a little, kind of, stuck up anyway. Just what I hear about the grapevine. I'm not all Iron Forges are like that. Just some
just some of them. I mean, they're just now gaining some respect as a ruling house in this region. For a while, they were just, kind of low class.
Well, is there anything that we can do to help with this?
Well, I'm trying to get together a band of people to go and set the rest of my people free. Some of them are willing slaves, though, and won't come, and they'll fight with the fire giant. But this fire giant needs to be slain.
Okay.
So
we're going to need a lot of help then if that's the case.
Yeah. I was wondering, I mean, I know you guys are probably busy, but I'm not planning this adventure for a while. Would you be willing to aid me and the spoils of the fire giant? He has a great hoard of treasure. He mines it, has many great workmanships. It would be, of course, you would get your fair share.
I'm all about risking lives, especially my own. But I do need to talk with my friends, my family, and then
Closer than friends.
I am sure that they might be up for it. It depends. We'd have to find more people because we wouldn't be able to do it just on our own, of course. But we'd be more than willing to help if it was enough to save some people and get paid doing it.
Right. I'll be looking for people to perhaps join us. More people like you and yourself and your companions. You're good-hearted people.
Me and myself. And I. Well, Valfer, you have a friend in me. Toy Story.
Oh. He gives his heart a little pound.
I do the same thing.
All right. Lilith and Arkman, what have you been doing? What are you guys up to?
So Skornika is looking at all of us, but what's his name? Arkman?
Yeah.
Like with this little cringe? Or
Yes. Yes.
Because he's racist.
how cringy? How, you know what I mean?
Like have you ever had just a person you really don't like being around but have to?
Yeah, I look at Hank like that all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of that feeling, just like he has to
I see it.
breathe in and tense up a little bit and
Mm-hmm. Like I don't even want to breathe in the same air you.
exactly.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. So hateful.
Yes.
Okay.
No, that makes me feel bad.
I don't like it.
I know you've hurt Hank's feelings.
Yeah, I feel the pain too.
You know I love you, Hank.
Yeah.
Cool.
Thanks.
So you can tell it's getting nighttime,
Okay.
and you can see that Skornika and some of his
Can I
goons
actually go
have
up to?
taken the crates and
Can I go up to Skornika before they do that and ask him a couple questions?
Yeah.
So
course.
I kind of walk up to him nonchalantly, kind of just walk up and just be like, "Hey, so I heard from my friend over there that we're doing a job with you. What does this job exactly entail?" Like I don't want to say it too loud, but just kind of whisper almost.
yeah. He's like, well, we're going to be blunt about it, we're going to assassinate the Lord Protector, and then that will cause a clash for power in which Arthur Chilton and the people will rise up and make him their new Lord Protector.
So we're gonna make Arthur the new Lord Protector.
Is Arthur a human?
Arthur is a human. This is a human settlement.
Mm-hmm.
So have I noticed?
In fact, you guys, along with the dwarf, are the only other non-human races.
So I want to ask him. I want to be like, so, what is the fire stuff for? Is that's like alchemist fires? And I want to make it sound like I'm questioning it, kind of asking that.
Yeah. He's like, oh yeah. He takes one out. He's like, supposedly this is improved alchemist fire known as Dracone's fire.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Interesting.
Yes, and apparently it can't be put out by, as far as we know. And we are going to use it. At least Arthur Chilton and his men will.
Oh.
After we've assassinated the Lord Protector, they will use it.
After we assassinate him, we're gonna
Sorry.
use it. What are you guys gonna use it on? Like just the population of the town, or?
No. Well, if it comes to it.
Okay.
But
that-
mainly just to burn down doors and other things, and men that
Oh, yeah.
oppose
I
the
mean,
new
that sounds
Lord
reasonable.
Protector.
That sounds reasonable enough. I mean, like, what you can't go wrong with that. I mean, have I noticed him? Have I noticed him like scowling at the other people that aren't me, like kind of looking evil, like looking at them, glaring at them?
That aren't me.
Yeah, especially like you see, you can tell he's a little more forthcoming with information with you.
So I would like.
But you
to
can
ask
tell
him,
that he like gives us.
I would
Yeah,
like
go
to
for it.
ask him, like, so do you not like other creatures than humans, or?
He's like, you can see just a slight. Make a perception check.
Nat 20. So plus, hold on, I'll do
Oh my
my
God.
perception.
Hot
Hold on.
dang.
Hold on, perception. So 23.
Okay, so you see a look of like almost like how much recognition, like accepting, and then it just kind of goes black to blank. But you did notice that slight, and you can tell that I mean, no matter what, you can tell that he really he heard what you said, and like, well, I just prefer to do with humans.
Okay.
I feel they're more trustworthy.
Yeah, I could see what you're saying. I don't blame you. I mean, some dwarves out there are pretty rude.
Along with that person, you noticed that there was something odd hanging from his belt, like an amulet of sorts.
Interesting. So I'd just like to ask him as well. I want to ask him. Can I have a couple of vials of that alchemist fire stuff?
He's like, "This is stuff, my friend."
Yeah. I figured as
But-
much. I mean.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh, come on, baby. Okay, son of a biscuit. So that's 4.
He's like, "I'll give you 1 vial
Oh yeah, dude, that's all I want. That's good enough for me.
because I like you."
Yeah, I like
He
you
gives it
too,
to you.
Resin. I kind of like give him like shake hands with me and like kind of laugh a little, Kind of like the guy. Thank you.
Yeah.
And I want to be like, yeah, I think we're gonna be
Cool.
good friends. Okay, that's all I do.
He's like, "I hope so." Cool.
So is Owen and oh wow, okay.
I'm-
Is Owen in the bar or whatever in the
Yeah.
pub?
Yep, he was talking to Valfer.
And what are
talking
we
about-
doing outside? Are we going somewhere?
Well, Arkman was talking with Lilith. I mean, with Skornika, and you just kind of been derping around, I guess.
I mean, are we going somewhere? Or are we just outside?
You're just outside. You guys,
Okay,
haven't-
I
you guys
want
are
to
just
go
kind of just
in
down.
the bar and find
Okay.
Owen.
Okay, you go up and you see that he's kind of talking to this dwarf that you notice is very burnt looking, and then you see the dwarf pound his chest on the heart, and Owen, give him a good hoorah as Owen stands up and sees you walk in.
Okay, I'm like. Like, kind of, I need to talk to you.
Okay. Okay, sounds good.
All right, so then Owen approaches you, and you guys kind of go off into a little corner so you can talk privately.
Wanted to get me alone, Lily.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about it all the time. I'm just like, look, there is something off about this Skornika guy. But I think he's a freaking racist. I feel like every time he looks at me, I feel like he really wants to, like, do something. Like, really, really dislikes me and you.
Do
he's-
something? Do
I
what?
mean, in a bad way. Like, he
in a bad way.
wants to, yeah, he wants to eat me for lunch or
Mm.
something. Like, he really
Oh.
doesn't like me.
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah, but the thing is, I would think that it's just because of, like, of our group. But the thing is, he doesn't look like that. Like, he doesn't. I don't feel like he feels
Rick.
this. Yeah, about Rick.
Mhm.
So I'm
I
just
mean,
thinking
I
he's
feel-
a freaking racist, which is
I-
really hurtful.
I mean, I've only picked on up time,
Well,
but
I'm just saying
but I
you
know
do
what you're
have
talking
some
about. I
human
know what you're
blood,
talking
you
about.
know.
I
And I'm just saying I don't like him and I don't want to trust him that much. I want to stay away from him. But I do like the thing they're doing because I guess this Doc guy is a really bad guy and I wouldn't
Yeah.
want him to rule the city, you know.
Well, okay. So will Skornika be the one that's ruling? Or is
No,
it-
I think
it'd be
Arthur is going to be the one
'Cause I
they're
don't
thinking
like
to.
Skornika either that much.
Yeah.
But no, it's not. But he's racist. It's terrible.
I'm just
We made
saying we probably should be like,
Just
You know.
keep him on our toes if he's
yeah,
tries anything. Because he just like looks at us weird. I mean, I can handle.
yeah.
being
I don't
stares.
like
as long,
it.
You know,
I,
as long as he doesn't. No, it's stupid.
what? Are you talking to
We'll see.
yourself right now?
Hold on, Lilith. I need to process this.
Okay.
I don't like the guy. He's racist. We gotta deal with him to overthrow this guy. Such a conundrum, man.
I'm so confused right now. What's going
Don't
on?
worry.
You
I'm just
can tell
talking
that
away from myself.
You can tell that Owen is going through some process in his mind. He's like, help the racist, or save the people, or not help the racist and let the people suffer. It's kind of
I'm just like, well,
Well,
you know what I think, Owen?
we're helping a lot of people. I mean, it's more so that we're helping Arthur become leader, and as long as he's not racist, I don't mind making him leader. But we just gotta keep an eye on this Skornika dude.
Yeah. I just, you know what I'm thinking? Like, I just want to make sure that after we're done with our job, we are actually going to be able to walk away. You know what I mean?
Oh, 100%, 100%. It's not
Like,
like
that's
they're
what
gonna
I'm
stop
saying.
us if he tried to stop us.
Well, with this
We'll
guy,
put that
I don't
racist
know.
down.
Yeah. Okay. I just wanted to, like, warn you and
Okay.
stuff.
Just yeah. Plus, he also makes poisons. Apparently,
Yeah. So watch out. Like, eat only. Wait, how to say it? Only eat the food you make. You know what I mean?
Or do you want to be my food tester?
Are you kidding me? But
Just wondering.
Mm.
Is that a no?
Do you think maybe I can ask my hawk to find rats that can try your food, and we'll see if they die?
Have the rat eat my food? Ew. We just got out of prison. I don't want to keep eating like I am in prison. I mean, what?
Yeah.
You know what?
I just got out of prison. Oh, yeah. Prison of my
Metaphorically
mind.
speaking, a prison is a prison of emotions. I was locked in tight.
You're weird.
Awesome. All right. So as nighttime approaches, Arkman is able to find the man of the cottage,
Yes, thank
The
you.
cottage cheese.
and he's like, well, 20 gold pieces a night, or for 2,000 gold, I'll let you have the.
I want to try to talk the man down. Can I be like, I want to be like, I'm not too rich, and I have a couple other people staying with me. Do you think maybe it could be like 15 gold? I even tidied it up for you once we leave.
He's like, so he looks at you. Make a persuasion check. Deception check. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, either one. They're the same.
So, okay.
Huh?
Persuasion. 2 plus that, so 5.
So he looks at you. He looks up and down at you. He's like, "Well, by the way you're dressed, you look like you'd like to live a lifestyle, my friend."
Yeah, you're right. Okay, 20 gold it is.
Oh, so you don't want to buy the place?
No, I don't want to buy the place. I'm not that rich. I just like to look good.
Okay. All right, 20 gold for the
Okay.
night.
Okay.
All right.
I go back to the bar and tell them about it, and as well I tell them I'm like, I like this Shaniqua guy. He's a pretty nice guy.
Shaniqua,
Yeah, Shaniqua.
you don't even know his name.
Do I need to know his name? and I wanna
Like
like
him.
whisper and be like, P.S. I think he's kind of racist. So just kind
Oh,
of
really?
just kind of watch
Rick.
out for that.
Yeah, we know.
Oh yeah.
I've seen it happen.
We
the time.
figured.
Oh well.
But thank you.
I wanna show them that I got I wanna pull out out of my bag and be like, look what I got, one of the vials, and put it back in my bag.
Oh, that is absolutely wonderful. I completely trust you with it, 100%.
Well, it's night
Oh,
time already. So what do you guys think about actually going
And I
to
wanna s-
sleep? What do you
I-
think?
I want to tell them one more thing though. Be careful. I think he's gonna light you guys on fire with this crap. So
Okay.
once Arthur becomes like a king, like I'm whispering
Wait
this
a
all,
second.
I want to be like, he said he's gonna use it on some people indoors. And if he's racist,
Guys. Have you seen this dwarf guy with all like burned thing? Do you think he could be
Volfer?
a victim of hatred?
No.
nah, probably
No.
not.
No?
Probably like acting when he
I
was a
talked to
kid.
him. He's a cool guy.
Okay.
His name is Volfer.
No, I'm not saying that he's not a cool guy. I'm just
Guys,
saying
his
that
name
maybe
is
this
Volfer.
Okay. I
Dwarf's
got
name is
it.
Volfer. I talked to him.
I'm just
Oh,
saying,
wait.
if
Pretty
it
cool
wasn't,
guy.
Did it tell you how he got these burns?
That's kind of a personal thing. I don't know why someone would just up and tell that to someone they barely even know.
yeah.
Well, I'm just saying that he's a dwarf and he got some
He
burns.
didn't tell me. He didn't tell me
and
outright, but I can guess.
Resin hates dwarfs,
That's
and he has some dragon fire.
Volfer.
Just saying.
He just barely got it. He just barely got that fire.
So you guys are headed to the cottage. You guys are going this back and
Yep.
forth about who Valper is and why he actually had it.
Tell him about my conversation with Volfer also.
I did not listen.
Okay.
I listened.
So Volfer Ironforge is his name. He was
Okay.
Alright, so Lilith. Here's the deal. Volfer was recently escaped slave from the Burning Plains, where there is a fire giant ruler.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So he's been here for about a week or so, pretty much. And he's been telling his story about how this fire giant is getting ready to move on the area, basically. And he's trying to find some help in taking it down. But no one's been believing him. But I do. I believe him. I didn't actually, probe with my mind too much if I believed him, which I probably should have. But I just believe him. I believe him. I think he's a straight shooter. And I said that we'd help him, I guess. But we also get to share the spoils of whenever that happens. And it's not saying right now we can find more people to help us. But, sure. I just figured, hey, let me ask my friends and see what they think. But I feel like it'd be positive. And yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, let's try to survive through this thing. But what I think that chains are meant to be broken, as are those who would forge them. So I am 100% 4.
Well, I mean, chains are actually built to not be broken. That's like the whole point of chains.
Yeah,
But I get what
I
you're
feel
saying.
you. I feel you on that, actually, Owen.
I know what you're trying to say, though.
All right. So you guys make it to the cottage. You
Yeah.
guys are now in, and you're ready to go to
Cottage cheese.
sleep for the night. Arkman.
I'm not sleeping.
I know you're meditating.
Can I pee though? I'm gonna go pee.
Go for it.
No.
All right, Arkman. You gonna do anything?
Nope. I am going to. I'm going to go to bed.
All right.
He has gone to bed.
He has gone to bed,
Yep.
and so and she is meditating, and so
Ooh,
you know,
what's like
I'm going.
in this cottage?
It just looks like just some normal furnishings.
Is it like a bed and breakfast kind of thing?
Yeah, like you
Like
all
a,
of
like a
sudden-
low level bed and breakfast.
Yeah, like
Okay.
you guys are welcome into her room, and like there's this little old lady. She welcomes you guys into the house, and she's like, "Oh, you guys are so cute. Like I'll make you
I
guys
am
breakfast
cute.
in the morning."
Oh, thank you. What's your name, ma'am?
My name is Susan.
Susan. A lovely name. It's my mother's name.
Oh,
It's not.
oh.
No, I
She
don't say that to her.
believes-
I don't say
She
that to her.
believes you. She's like, oh, she grabs your cheek. She's
It's
like,
a beautiful
oh,
name.
thank you.
Oh, thank
And then
you,
the
Susan.
husband comes out. He's like, hey, come on, leave the guests alone, Susan. Like they're tired.
She's not bothering us. It's all right. What was your name, sir?
My name?
Yeah.
My name is Richard.
Oh, Richard. That's my father's name.
Wow.
Crazy.
It's like he takes that. He's like, it's a good name.
It is a great name.
It's almost like you are our son or something.
Well,
Richard and Susan.
with how nice
but-
you all are
only-
being, I wish I was.
If only my sons were as good looking as you.
Mm. Kind. What's up with this conversation? Anyway.
I know. Well, it's kind of hard to. Anyway,
I tell
we're gonna-
Arkman later that neither of those names were my parents' names.
Wait,
I'm too old for that.
but Susan was my mom's name.
Get out of town.
We're all actually Ricky's mom's name, not Arkman's.
Oh.
But as I-
all right.
as I-
How much longer? How much longer do you guys want to go?
Not much. But as I
Yeah,
I
I
go to
got
my
it.
room, I want to make sure there's a
Wake up at
window,
5.
and I lock the room.
What are you guys talking about?
How long
So
we're
you-
gonna keep going?
Okay, Arkman, what are you doing?
I go to my room and I want to lock the door and make sure there's a
Okay.
window that I can like jump
Okay.
out of.
There is.
Okay,
Are
perfect.
we on the same room?
No, there's actually
Heavens-
separate rooms.
heavens no,
He
I'm-
got you a pretty nice cottage.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, this
You
is
guys- you
quite a
guys owe me-
cottage.
You guys owe me gold, by the way.
I mean, they're like
didn't say
small
to come
little
here.
rooms, you know.
Hey,
All right, Arkman.
that's it. I just go to bed after I check the house things out. I'm out, dude. I haven't had
All
a
right.
bed in the longest time.
Okay. Well, I want to meditate for 4 hours to
Okay.
fully rest. And then I want to just sit. Is there like a balcony or something?
On your ass.
No, I mean you can go out on the porch.
Okay, that's where I'm going. And I'm just going to like sit with Red, with my hawk.
Good old
And
Red.
I actually want to like pet him, and like literally like get a feather or something.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just kind of like, I might use it pretty soon, So I just put it in my.
Okay. You do so. And so, I'm going to call it there. You guys are all going to sleep, and we will find out next time how you do on assassinating the Lord Protector, the puppet leader of Cursed, and also the many other mysteries that would seem to be held in certain people and objects that you have come across.
Okay. Well,
Thank you all for
Susan.
watching.
Thank you all for
Very
watching.
mysterious.
And shout out to Josh out there. Thank you for watching as well. I'm very appreciative. I like your comments.
For real. But who's Susan?
It's the
Susan-
little old lady that
Yeah.
led us to her room.
You missed out on the whole thing. Don't worry about it. You didn't need to know anyways.
It's not important.
All right.
But we
Such a
will
kind
not
old
be
lady.
we won't be streaming
Yay.
again for another couple weeks, weren't we? Like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What?
So
I know. I'm sorry. I'm
the
going to be in the
DM
wilderness
is a
for
scrub.
2 weeks.
So
What?
Oh,
I'm go-
wow.
I'm going to
Wilderness.
Alaska and going
Oh, yeah, you're
hunting
right.
up in a cabin
have a
for
good night,
a couple
everyone.
weeks.
Mm,
So
good night.
yeah.
See y'all next
Good
time.
night.
Tell
Bye.
everybody on the stream where you're going and when exactly. And
Yeah. In a